Good morning, Unity Atlanta Church. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Three, four.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you.
Sing with us if you know.
All right, guys.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you.
To see you high and lifted up.
See you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Bring it down. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you.
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Namaste. The Spirit in me truly welcomes and honors the Spirit in you. And let us begin our time together on this first Sunday of January, our White Stone Sunday, by setting our attentions with prayer. Today, right here, right now, we pause to listen. We listen to the voice of Spirit. We listen to the beating of our own hearts. We listen to the vibrant call within that guides us to whatever is best for our lives now. As we choose to listen, we can hear clearly and confidently our own still small voice reminding us of our greatest truth and reminding us of our deepest desires. We know at the core of our being who we are here to be and what we are here to do. So today we embrace both our divinity and our humanity, knowing that our sacred soul essence energy, the spirit within, lets us live the Christmas spirit all year long. For this and so much more, we give thanks, and let us say amen. Well, welcome to 2026. Some of us are still getting used to that, and it'll take a little while. And when we're in spiritual community, it does not matter whether we're fully in tune with the earthly calendar, because everything about our lives is attuned to the spiritual calendar, the God calendar. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go on. And whether you have been in our community for gazillions of dates on the calendar, or you are just tuning in for the very first time, whether in our building or our Unity Atlanta Church worldwide community, the reason that we get together for an hour or so on a Sunday morning is because this is a spiritual practice, and we want to use that practice all year long. If you are here for the very first time, if you're okay with it, would you just wave a hand so we can say hi? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you. And if you did not get a welcome kit, please get one after the service and say hi to me and our board member ambassador so we can give you the official Unity Atlanta Church greeting. The regulars know the official Unity Atlanta Church greeting is that time when we get to say Happy Sunday to one another. Come up to the microphone, say Happy Sunday to someone in our virtual community, and let us greet one another and say Namaste. Namaste. Happy Sunday. Always so wonderful to have you with us.
Namaste.
Namaste.
My heart singing.
Namaste. Happy New Year. And know from we affirm that this will be your best year
Christ in me beholds the Christ in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. Happy Sunday. Happy 2026.
My heart singing. Namaste.
Namaste, y'all. Have a beautiful Sunday.
Christ in me,
Namaste. Have a wonderful
in you. Namaste.
Namaste. Happy Sunday.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. Love you, Clay.
Namaste. My heart singing. Namaste.
Good morning. It's so wonderful to have you here. Namaste.
Behold the Christ.
So glad you're joining us this morning.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. So glad you joined us today.
Namaste. Happy New Year, and we're so glad you're here.
Namaste, and I'm really glad that you're joining us.
Namaste. Christ in me beholds the Christ in you. Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste, Jeanette.
Good morning, Unity Atlanta. Good morning, Unity Atlanta. Welcome to 2026. So let's just do a poll. How many of you have a New Year's resolution to grow spiritually? And what about to be around those who love you? And what about to learn more about the God within you? Well, you're off to a good start by being in the house today. So 2026, this I affirm and claim for each of us will be a great year. Based upon the Chinese zodiac calendar, 26 is the year of the horse, which means it's a year of energy, vibrance, and wild ambition. So if you want to follow your goals, this is the year to do it and chase your wildest dreams. Now, 26 is also the number for God, which is Yahweh, based upon the Hebrew language. And so that means that the love and the presence of God is with us this year, as every year, but we're going to claim it this year, right? Now, there's so much to celebrate in January. January 19th is Dr. Martin Luther King Day. The 27th is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. And then the 16th is National Do Nothing Day. So I think it's a good idea for us to block our calendars off and maybe let our bosses know that, hey, it's this National Do Nothing Day. No, I suggest you just take that day off. But let's start this year with our statement of faith. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in our lives, God, the good omnipotence. Our daily word for today is a classic daily word from June 1959. The daily word for today is work with God. The affirmation is, all things are working together for good, and I am working with them in the wisdom and the power of spirit. The scripture is from Romans chapter 8, verses 28, which says, we know that to those who love God, all things work together for good. The reading says, all things do indeed work together for good, but much more quickly, much more easily, when we work with God, rather than just drift along, hoping for the best. To work with God is to be awake to the spiritual power that is within us. To work with God is to be truly aware of God's presence at all times, in all circumstances. To work with God is to welcome new aspects of life, to go forward, to rejoice in change, to find life stimulating and exciting. To work with God is to discover something worthwhile in every task and to see life in its wholeness and continuity. To work with God is to move with certainty toward ultimate good. As we are willing to let God work through us and willing to work with God, everything we do takes on significance, meaning, and purpose. We gain a sense of proper direction, and we follow a pattern of steady and upward spiritual growth. Again, the daily word for today is work with God. And the affirmation is, all things are working together for good, and I am working with them in the wisdom and power of Spirit. Namaste. A modernized reading from the Gospel by the writer called Luke, from chapter 4, verses 16 to 21, entitled, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me." After Jesus began his ministry, he returned to Nazareth, where he was brought up. As was his custom, he entered the synagogue of the Sabbath, on the Sabbath. When he stood to read, he was given the scroll of the prophet Isaiah. Unrolling it, he found the place where it was written in chapter 61, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because God has anointed me to preach good news to the poor. God has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives, restore the sight of those who cannot see, release the oppressed, and proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." Then Jesus rolled up the scroll and returned it to the attendant. Everyone in the synagogue watched him. Then he said, "Today, this scripture is fulfilled in your hearing."
Today, this scripture is fulfilled in your hearing. Did you hear what Reverend Justine read? Did you hear how ancient the teaching is, the teachings from the prophet Isaiah, who, just to share a teeny bit from the footnotes, is probably 3 different writers from at least 600 years before we know that Jesus was born. So we are working with some old, mystical, ancient wisdom that says to us, the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. Look to your right and look to your left. Go ahead, it's okay. They won't bite. We're all friends here. We love each other here. You said namaste to all these folks. The Spirit of the Lord is upon them. And if I sent you all to go out to the Lutheran Church on Peachtree Parkway and look at all of them, the Spirit of the Lord is upon them. And in the church that's chanting right now, down the hall, right in our own building, and in the synagogue this Friday night, the Spirit of the Lord was upon them, and in the mosque. And everywhere we are, the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. Everywhere we are, the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. It is a myth that there was one human being in the so-called traditional Christian religion who had it all together and was the only one. Let's start 2026 off with the truth. Jesus is a fabulous way shower, master healer, teacher, mystic of phenomenal renown because of how well he knew the Spirit of the Lord was upon him. Somebody recently said that God was Jesus' best friend. That it didn't matter if Jesus didn't have people to talk to, or somebody was annoyed at him, or the Pharisees were going to say, you know, let's see if we can tie him up in knots with this question, or whatever it was. He and God were like this. So on the 4th day of the year, at around 11:30 Eastern time, how y'all feeling about, like, are you and God like this? Are you and God like this? Are you really connected to your spirit? Or are you already looking at dates in June and saying, oh my God? See, when the Spirit of the Lord is upon us, we understand that we are on God time. The earthly calendar is a measure of how certain things work. But just because this year flipped over to New Year doesn't mean that you failed at a project that just is expanding a little bit more than what 365 days of a calendar year means. We have, each of us, the Christ within us. And if you are new to our teachings, that is a difficult thing to understand because we've been taught his name was Jesus Christ, and I'm here to tell you Christ was not his last name. Christ is the essence expressed. When we're anointed, it's the recognition ceremonially that the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. That's what that means. You know, then people got involved in churches and they created organizational structures and hierarchies, and you know, they had to hire accountants and building executives and all kinds of stuff. And then we get into all these rules and regulations about how do we connect with Spirit. And you don't technically need me or the Soulful Harmonics or the building to go to the Church of Spirit and be in the Spirit. The great thing about being in spiritual community is there's other people who get to be our cheerleading team and say, you got this. Remember, Spirit of the Lord is upon you. Now, on this Sunday, and I hope y'all have one, we get a white stone. And the white stone is really the symbol of what we want our focus to be for the year. It's not the be-all and end-all. Some of us have been doing this in a little, for a few years. We got a few stones. If you did not get a stone, they are right outside, and Usher will help you make sure you get a stone. But this is an encapsulation of what it means to know who we are and whose we are. Do you know that you're one of God's divine beloveds? Lots of us did not hear that when we were little kids. We did not hear it. We had to sit up straight. We had to wear our Sunday best or our Saturday best or our Friday best. Be seen and not heard. Follow the party line, whatever the current party was of whatever the thing was. And some of us heard that we were never going to be good enough, smart enough, tall enough, pretty enough, talented enough, because only Jesus could do it. That's a myth. If you're thinking that in your brain, I want you to go in there and just go, cancel, unsubscribe. Click unsubscribe to that thought. That is not the truth. And it's so interesting in our teachings of practical spirituality that the Luke writer, whoever they were, chooses the ancient text of Isaiah. And we could say chances are pretty good, Jesus being the nice Jewish boy that he was, that he knew the scripture really well. And can we imagine the few people twittering, not Xing, just twittering, in the background? Well, who does he think he is standing up here in front of all of us on a Saturday morning when all kinds of people, men, are reading from the scrolls from the Torah? And he says today, this teaching, this wisdom is fulfilled in your hearing. He means for himself as much as he means for each of us. If you look at a lot of these white stones, they are not the same style stone. In fact, I'm not sure that any two of them out there, even the ones that look uniformly rectangular, are exactly the same. Because each of us has our own pure soul essence. And like snowflakes, like fingerprints, no one else has that. No one else has it. So this is an opportunity to think about, what have we been doing that was somebody else's stuff? What have we been thinking that's not really ours? How have we been using our energy and our efforts and our God time, let alone the regular human calendar time, to be engaged in things that have nothing to do with who we are as one of God's beloveds? I'm going to guess it's a lot of us. Well, it could be good. It might work. Well, my mother thought it was a good idea. They said he'd be nice. It's only for a little while. I'll get over it. I'll get better. And we tell ourselves these things that really hold us to something that's not the key to open the door, to unlock the safe of the truth that is us. And there are not a lot of places in all the doom scrolling that goes on that's going to tell us the Spirit of the Lord is upon us if we don't claim that for ourselves. Some of us got taught not only could we not claim it, but there was nothing there. Please unsubscribe from that newsletter. That is not the truth. The stone holds the essence for us. These are all unused stones. That every possibility for us in the universe is available. Now here's the thing, because some of us come into the New Thought, unity, practical spirituality, and we're like, I can do anything. Well, yes, you can. But your soul is here to do something really specific in this lifetime. We're all here to learn, and we're all here to share. And so it would be pretty crazy if I went to the board meeting this, in a week and a half, and I go, okay, everybody, never mind, I'm not going to be a minister anymore. I am going to be an astronaut, and I am going to NASA. Well, I could do that, right? I could do anything. Here's the piece that's most important, and you will hear me and Reverend Shastine and Reverend Ziamara and our licensed teachers and other leaders say this all year long. What this stone reminds you is what is yours to do. This is at the heart of our teaching. What is ours to do? If we know the Spirit of the Lord is upon us, there are scrolls by the gazillions of all the things that are possible. But are they yours? Probably not. When I was a big executive in Washington, D.C., there was a book written by, I believe she was a former Chinese princess of some royal order. And she wrote a book, something like, Do Less, Achieve More. And it was a very popular in those Washington, D.C. circles of the 90s. And I bought it, and I was going to do less. And I had a list that was like 4 journal pages long of all the stuff I was going to do. I'm like, gee, what am I crossing off of this list? You know, when you think about it, on the Earth calendar, what we can all do in 24 hours is like not that much. It's not. How many of us are sleep deprived? I know you're too tired to raise your hand. So, consider that the time frame is more expansive, and that when we are focused on what is ours to do, it's obvious in the 4 journal pages, or I know some of you have 10 journal pages. Okay, some of you only have 2. You're further ahead than I was. But it starts to get crystal clear. You can focus in like a laser beam on, well, that would be nice, but nope. That could be really fun, but nope. Yep. And you know how it's yours? You wake up in the morning and you've dreamt about it. You see it somewhere. Somebody says the word and you're like, uh-huh. And it's like this little fluttering in your body. You know what it is. The Spirit of the Lord is upon you. Take your white stone in your hand. Our care team, healing and care team, is going to hold some sacred space with us as we move into a quiet time together. Take your white stone. Hold it in your hands. Gently bring it near your heart, or hold it in your lap. Or maybe hold it near your ears. Maybe it's going to help you listen. What for this year is your spiritual do less, achieve more? What is that one beautiful word or very simple phrase that says to you, this is how the Spirit wants to express as you? Say to yourself, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. Say your own name. If you're with us virtually, you can use any clean Post-it note, piece of paper, clean screen on your device if you don't have a stone handy. Turn within. And remember that thing that says to you, that maybe has been whispering to you for several years now, this is mine. Tune within. Tune out all the other voices. If any old newsletters come up, you just push unsubscribe, send them off. So that you can right here, right now, feel the Spirit of the Lord upon you. So you can know clearly, beyond a shadow of a doubt, what is calling you in this new earthly calendar year to do the work of Christmas that is learning and sharing from your sacred soul energy. Let us be in stillness for a few moments as we listen. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. Affirm that for yourself. Today, this wisdom that I am being given, this sacred inner wisdom from my intuitive, still, small voice, is revealing to me the truth of who I am and the truth I am here to be. Take that white stone, that clean sheet of paper, that clean screen, and note for yourself as you are ready. what your work of Christmas, your expression of spirit, your soul is inviting you to do now. Together in this sacred space, let us know this. Let us affirm this. Let us claim this truth and allow it to be so. Today, these words are fulfilled in your hearing. Namaste. Whatever is calling you, I am so grateful that it called us together, called you to be with us, whether in person or virtually. There's something in you that is calling you to have a greater spiritual connection than ever before, and we are grateful that you are here with us. And we thank you for giving so that we can keep the spiritual community going, so we have the Soulful Harmonics, so we have all the awesome programs that are going on all year long. And whether you give by Cash App, Venmo, write a check, put a bunch of cash in the basket, whatever way you give, if you are still discerning your 2026 pledge, we are grateful to have that as soon as possible, because our finance team and our board are getting together to go over the budget, and we're partway there. We got a $500,000 goal, and I know we can meet it because the money's in your pocket, and all together as a community, we can achieve our goals. The beauty of us knowing what ours is to do means that with others doing what's theirs to do, all communities are growing and thriving, and that's what we give thanks for. Please join me in our offering blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and increases all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I have. I know that God is my source, strength, and sustenance in all ways. As I experience abundance in every aspect of my life, I am healed, renewed, and prospered. I am confident and grateful that God's great abundance is flowing to me and to my spiritual community now. Amen.
That we could agree that live in harmony and set aside all that divides for the sake of humanity, would you say yes? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, if it could be that we agree to meet on common ground, plant a tree and spread the fruit of love all around, would you say yes? Yes, yes, yes. Come on, everybody, sing with me. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, sing yes, yes, yes. If you believe like I believe, it can make a better world. Listening to each other till every voice is heard, singing yes, 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 yes. What change we'd make if we could find a way to erase all poverty, so we can all live with dignity from sea to shining sea. Oh, would you say yes? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, singing yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, singing yes, yes, yes. Play it, Brian. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, singing yes, yes, yes.
All right, everybody say it together. Yes. All right, just, 30 announcements. I'll just do a few of them. We do have the January calendar in the back for those of you that want to pick it up and look at it on a piece of paper. First of all, today, after the service, join Reverend Jen for Spiritual Cafe. It is in the fellowship hall, so please join her for that. And now, I know something else you'll want to say yes to. Beth, who is the facilitator of our Namaste Sisterhood Women's Circle, is going to tell you what they're doing this Saturday the 10th.
Thank you. Good morning, sisters. Now, we've had the Burning Bowl, and we released, and we've had the White Stone ceremony where we received wisdom to record on our stone as a reminder of our intentions. And I want to invite all of my sisters to come next Saturday when Jan Gurr is going to lead us in a process that will give us the third leg for stability and groundedness to take us into 2026. How does that sound? Does that sound good? I hope all of my sisters here will join us next Saturday at 10:30. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Okay, January 11th, next Sunday. Join us for a taco bar sponsored by our Youth and Family Ministry. It'll be right after the service. They're raising funds to send the Uniteens, which are middle schoolers, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, to their weekend rally. It's a spiritual rally. All the kids from our region get together, and they have an amazing, wonderful, fulfilling time. So if you don't want tacos, I'm sure they'll accept donations of any kind. So thank you. Also, on Thursday, January the 15th, it's our monthly sound bath at 7 p.m. The sound baths in 2026 will be every third Thursday of the month. So that's in the chapel at 7 p.m., and those are facilitated by sound healer Ray Andrews. January 18th, Reverend Jen will be here, and she will be joined on the pulpit by Reverend Shastine. Reverend Shastine will be giving the MLK message that weekend. And following the service in Fellowship Hall, we are doing a potluck in honor of Rosemary Bradley. We'll have the mic set up. People can talk about her, tell stories, share ways that she influenced their life, all those wonderful things. If you plan on coming to the potluck, please bring a dish to share. And now, I have to tell y'all, our board works so hard. We have an amazing board. And this past year, we've been led by the wonderful Anthony. Oh, when I say we, I'm not on the board, but I go to their meetings. So when I say we, it's kind of the proverbial we. But anyway, they have been led by the wonderful Anthony Floria. He's done an amazing job. And he loves this church so much and serves us so well. So thank you, Anthony.
Good morning, my beautiful Unity Atlanta. First thing I want to do is I want to welcome all the newcomers. That just warms my heart because I remember the first day I came to Unity Atlanta was over 7 years ago. And my first experience walking through those doors, those greeters were so warm and loving to me. They caught my attraction first. And this is the first church that I've ever attended in my whole life. Like I said, I've been coming 7 years. I've been on your board the past 4 years. You know what? I'll be honest with you. For me, it's stressful being on the board, especially the finance. I'm on the finance team. I see where all the money goes. I see how the money's spent. There's nothing going to waste. We have all these wonderful things going on around us. And it's been very stressful. And I always start getting stressed. And I got to remind myself that God's got this. And I got to remember my faith that I just got to. And today's stone, it came to me, was let go. I've been carrying a lot of things. I got this bag of rocks that I've been carrying like the stress from the board. You know what? This is our church. This is our church. I'm just a trusted servant. This is like a spiritual membership for all of us. Just so we know, last year we had 54 pledges for a total of $325,000. As of last Friday, we have 38 pledges, $231,000. We're about $94,000 short of last year's. And we're about last year we were about roughly $100,000 short. We're looking to approve a budget in the next month. The finance team's going to go over it. Unfortunately, last year, we didn't get the pledges in soon enough. So we didn't have enough money, so we did an unapproved unapproved budget. And I'm hoping this year we do budget. And every year, somehow or another, we get the money. I don't know how it is. We get loans, we get rebates government rebates. And last year, people were so generous, donating a lot of money. We had a big donation that got us through the year. And this year's the first year that we haven't used money started next year to finish this year. We have a little money to start, but there's a lot of work to be done. And this is a group effort. It's just not a board effort. So as we go on, I want to keep everybody informed because this is our church. So we all need to know where we're at because, we have other guests that come here, musicians, and they come to this place and they are just blown away on the band, Scott and everybody in the back, just the televising and everything. This is a big deal here. We've came a long way in the last 7 years I've been here, and we have a lot of work to do. And with all your help, I know we could do it. And so it is. I love you, and namaste.
So get those pledges in. All right, and now Reverend Shastine will close out our service.
Thank you. Let's say our affirmation with excitement. I discover the gifts of both my divinity and my humanity. With strength, faith, and assurance, I do the work of Christmas all year long. And now, let's stand and sing our peace song, followed by a prayer for protection.
That
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever you are, God is. And we are so grateful. Have a great week.